So yeah, I've been sleeping the past couple days on the couch because I have a huge bruise on my good side that I usually sleep on because it's the least painful one for me. And sleeping on my broken down, disgusting, I don't know, 15-year-old mattress that I was 360 pounds on, so it's destroyed. Now 200. Did not want to be this small, but I had no fucking choice in it. The same way I have no fucking choice in anything that's happened to me, except for maybe getting Avalon, was me doing something for myself. And I suspect it's going to be one of the best choices I've done. Right, baby? Right, you adorable little chaos demon? Little gray chaos demon?
Catastrophic attempt to establish a colony on the Gulf of Darien in Central America had failed.
Come here, Joe.
1798 and 1700.
Look at that chaos demon.
Scottish lives.
Look at that chaos demon. She's like, yeah, this is my house. This is my house. I just moved in yesterday, but I know this is my house. I own it. The rest of you people are here to serve me because I'm cute and adorable and a baby.
Intense, to say the least. In 1704, the Worcester and English.
She's going to settle in just fine.
Arrived in the first.
She already has. What a cute baby. What a beautiful baby.
Company of Scotland trading to Africa.
I was begging to get a kitten before I was abandoned.
The Scottish company, that is, that
apparently I needed to wait until yesterday to find the perfect newest member of my home. Okay. It is light out, which means it's time for me to take an Ensure. Which, no, they don't taste fantastic, guys. They don't. But I take them because, well, I'm horrifically malnourished from not being fed more than one of those a day for a couple of years. Because I didn't matter. I didn't matter for a very long time before I got abandoned. So, yeah, this is an Ensure Butter Pecan. It's not bad. It's not bad. But why is a 51-year-old woman who everybody likes to tell is fucking, I don't know, I can walk, I'm not disabled, all that shit, in contradiction of, you know, my actual medical fucking care, but I don't fucking know. Somebody else should find that out for me, shouldn't they? Because my theorizing got me in a lot of fucking trouble. And now apparently 6 months of fucking criminal trials. For 2 posts. Thousands. I sent thousands and thousands and thousands of iMessages begging for food, money, hot food. I bet you the voicemail messages of me screaming, I need food, I need food, I need food, in a fucking panic. I didn't get played for prosecution. Pretty sure prosecution didn't get to reads all those thousands of fucking messages of me begging to know what the fuck was going on and what had just happened to my life. While I was being continuously brutalized by the fucking police and terrorized by the fucking police. What an amazing fucking coincidence. I had an absolutely fucking peaceful life, no interactions with the fucking cops unless I was working in domestic violence escape for decades beforehand, but suddenly, as soon as I get abandoned and my marriage is of 25 years is suddenly destroyed out of nowhere with no warning in any way. No, maybe you want to save some fucking money. Oh, here's your $300 monthly allowance, as per fucking usual, delivered with fucking resentment, because that's really pricey. It went up from $200, and oh my God, did I get attitude about it going up from $200 a month. In a sunshineless home. This is known as abuser patterns, people. And there is a moment that's known as full mask off. When, I don't know, the victim is foolish enough to tell their abuser, even if they're not aware that that's their abuser, which is pretty often in or solely coercive controlled relationships, when they explode into fucking violence, it's called the mask off moment. And advocates like me look for it because usually it means the abuser might get prosecuted. It's kind of surprising the victim's getting prosecuted in this case. That is known as chilling.
Jones became one of the founding officers in the Continental Navy.
Maybe we should look up the definition of fucking chilling.
The father of the United States naval tradition.
Actually, why don't we do that? No, I'll get into chilling a bit more later. But it's a tactic used by abusers. They use the legal system in order to shut their victims up.
September 23rd, 1779. A battle that lasted for hours, in which the Bonhomme Richard was so severely damaged.
Chilling is trying to shut people up and silence them from telling their truth. Because when people tell their truth, what happens, especially in abusive situations, when survivors give their survivor testimonies, the way I have been now ever since, I don't know, the second I realized it was a mask off moment, which would have been probably the next day, I've been documenting it. Documenting it through thousands of iMessages that have now been used to turn me into a criminal. Because apparently nobody cared to look at the content of the rest of the messages. They were just looking for something to fucking prosecute me on.
Raid the coast of his own homeland with hostile intent. His April 1778
because apparently I live in an unbelievably fucking corrupt, horrific fucking region in Ontario, Canada, where this is what gets done to domestic violence fucking victims during their abusers' mask off moments. They get prosecuted for what's known as reactive abuse, also known as self-defense. Because a very common fucking abuser tactic is using wellness checks in order to terrorize and ideally kill their victim, their disobedient victim. Came to that weeks ago when I was still being fucking terrorized by the cops. And then I was apparently stupid enough to think I was fucking safe again. And then they came through my fucking door. Dragged me out, dragged me across this concrete pad with my legs on the ground, dropped me on my fucking face over and over on my front yard. But nicely, they didn't drive over my victim sign. They pulled it up for me and dumped it on the ground. While my breasts were hanging out for my entire fucking neighborhood to see. Entire fucking neighborhood. They dragged me across my front yard and threw me into the back of a fucking police cruiser that ruined my fucking grass because the engine was running hot. And apparently they really struggled. Well, no, I remember that. They really struggled getting me into the fucking cruiser because I needed a fucking stretcher. I needed a fucking stretcher. And I needed to be transported in an ambulance to prison to be put onto a concrete fucking pad. Instead of, me losing consciousness as soon as they got me into the fucking thing because of the amount of violence on my incredibly medically fragile fucking body. And then I woke up covered in my own fucking piss, cold, freezing, and then I had to be, once I finally came to, I was terrified about fucking dying because I know exactly how medically fucking fragile I am. Nobody will fucking listen to me about it, apparently. I had to worry about dying of a fucking exposure. Look it up. It's not a good way to fucking die.